No, it's fine. I will do it.
Okay, so you're now recording, right?
Yes, please.
Right, guys, we're going to start. Like I said, we're going back to join because if you can do a join, that's the hardest thing you do. Okay, I don't advise that you guys start working on a NoSQL database at the moment. Go to a company where it's NoSQL database. That is going to mess your head up. You want to start with structured querying language, the proper relational database, which is heavily dependent on joins. Now, this is the format. Basically, you're going to write a select statement. Select whatever you want to select from a database dot the schema dot the table. Yeah, simple as. We already know how to do this. We've done stuff like this over and over again. We've done case statement. Have we done case statements? I believe we've done case statement. I've seen some people also do that. Okay, now you've got this. To join another table. Again, I've done the theoretical part of join. The inner join, the left join, the right join, the outer join, and then cross joins and all of those, whatever join that are left there. Those are just if you want to complicate your own life. You don't need them. Even all of the inner join you can replace with a left join plus a where clause, and it does the same thing as an inner join. The right join is the same thing as a right join, depending on what table you bring in first. So again, all of these things are straightforward. So format, select your statement from the table. Then you define, this is the table. Then you will define the name of the join you want. Is it left join? Is it inner join? So here, let's go for inner join. And we know what inner join is going to do. It's going to return what is common records between the two tables. Okay, before we do that, first of all, I also advise whenever you write your table name here, you will need to put an alias here. Why? You're going to need that alias here later on, as well as here, because when you're naming your columns, you want to know which table the column has come from, because now you're working with more than one table, right? Okay, anyway, let me stop talking and just show you. Inner join another database dot schema2 dot table2. Okay, this one you can call it tb2. Okay, but then once you've said I want to inner join this table to this thing, then you now need to start thinking, how am I joining them? Something has to be common between both of them. Okay, so I find the common column between them, then I go on. You see, the table TB has some column called column 1, and that is common to the second table called, and the second table and a column called column 1. Okay, and that's it. You're done. This is the format. And if you've got 10 other tables to join, it's the same thing. I'm going to go another line, inner join that table. What did you never see that? Okay, dot schema. Okay, so all you need to do, the next line, do another inner join or left join, whatever. Mention the name of the table, give it an alias, then find the common columns and put them on. Today's a hands-on class, guys. If you don't get this, you can't do anything. I'm not lying to you right now. If you do not get the concept of join, you might as well, there's nothing, you might have understood everything. If you don't know this, you can't work with data, especially with, as a BI analyst. You can be a data analyst, don't get me wrong, but BI, business intelligence, you won't be able to do much on there. Okay, and so if I have 20 more joins to do, same thing. I start with the first, then define the type of join, then mention the table, and then write that equal to that. And the reason why I told us to use an alias in the first place is if I didn't use an alias, then that means I have to type all of this here, and all of this here. And now that you've joined two tables, don't forget the first table might have 10 columns, the second table might have 15 columns, and you're going to write the name of the columns here. And you want to be able to tell, hang on, column 1, TB dot column 1, TB2 dot column 6, TB2 dot column 9, TB1 dot column 9, whatever. And that way you're bringing in the columns based on the name of the table. So in that table, get this column. In this table, get this column. If we understand that, I am going to stop this exercise. This is just an example. There are no real tables, and we're going to dive in. Now, before I dive into proper stuff, does anybody at all have a question so far? I've tried join, I don't get it, or I'm struggling with something with my join. Go on.
A quick question. Now, I understand the concept of this join. Yeah. For example, now, like you said, if I want to bring in another join, like let's assume this is table 1 and table 2, and I want to bring in another from table 3, but that is related to what do you call it? It's related to table 1, not table 2. Would I just
table 2.
Yeah, let's assume that it's related to table 1, not table 2.
Inner join TB. DB.
That's we are joining to table 3 now.
Yeah. DB dot table 3. DB dot schema dot bloody hell dot table 3, and I call it TB3. And so you're saying this guy here is not linked to 2
or linked to 3,
or linked 2 is not linked to 3, but it's linked to 1. Yeah, that's the question.
Yeah, that's my question.
Yeah, that's fantastic. All you just need to do, it doesn't matter. Look, the fact that table 2 is written below table 1 doesn't mean that I have to go through table 1 to 2 to 3. No. This could be table 4. In fact, let's call this table 7. And table 7 only links to table 2, table 1. It's the same thing. I'm just going to go on, as long as the column is the same, on table 7 dot column 1 is the same. Let's say this one is our column 2. Is the same as table 1 dot column 2. So as long as the column you're looking for to join them on is both in table 1 and table 7, yeah, go ahead, join them. So let's say we have table 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? And then when you're writing 8, the only column that links to 8 is in table 2. Go ahead and join table 2 to it. It doesn't have to be directly joined to 7 because 7 is next to it. No. Do you get the idea? So what you're looking for is just that column here. So the only basis I can join table 7 to table 1 is they've got a common column that I can use, which is my primary key and my unique and my foreign key.
Yeah, I understand that. And I understand the concept. What I was just asking, the join that you practiced,
yeah,
the examples I've done myself are the ones that, okay, I just join. Maybe like, for example, now we join table 1 to 2. Now, maybe I picked up some things in table 2 and I'm going to table 3. Now, maybe the thing that what I'm joining next is probably related to table 2. So it's like a continuation. So what the primary key that, or the foreign key in 7, and the primary key is in table 2, right? That's what we have. That was the example we did earlier first class. So what I was asking, though you have answered my question, so it doesn't matter. He has put everything together. So what he's saying is he has joined all these tables together. So all he does is just uses the common field. We use
the column, the primary key. That's the concept of the primary key. and the foreign key that we talked about the last time as well. So it's the column that is common that determines what table. So there is no business for me coming to table 7 if it doesn't join to this or it doesn't join to this. I can write this here, but then there's nothing to join on, and everything I do then from then on is going to be wrong.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I can only bring 7 in if I know this column 2 in 7 is the same as in this one, or is the same as in this one.
Yeah.
And again, don't forget I also said, for example, my aim is to get to table 8, and then I've joined table 1 to table 2, and the only column that joins to table 8 is table 20. In fact, think about it this way, right? My destination is table 20, it's table 8, but there is no connection between, there is no keys, there's no primary or foreign key similarity between anything table 1 to 20. So there is no connection between table 8 and 20, right? And my destination is that. But I also see that, hang on, there is a connection between 1 and 20. So I can go here and first go and join table 20. Once I've joined table 20, then I can connect table 8 to table 20. Again, what I'm trying to say is this: those columns determine how you join. So, yeah, okay, go on.
Yeah, that's, like I said, that's what we did earlier on. We
Yeah.
joined, the way we joined is like, okay, we join table 1 to 2, knowing that that's something that is common in 2, and that will take us to, and 3, because we are going to 3, and 3 is common with 2. So we first join table 1 to 2 to go to 3. And now, what the question I was asking is,
if 1 is connected to 3 directly,
yeah,
you need to go to 2 to go to 3.
But what if we still need something in 2? Let's say, for example.
Exactly. Now, so because you need something from 2, you've answered the question yourself. Because you need something from 2, you need to go to 2 and pick it.
Yeah, so
and then join it, and then join to 3. You don't now need to use 2 to 3. You can use either 1 to 3 or 2 to 3. As long as there's connection, it doesn't matter which one you use. That's what I'm saying.
Joining there. Okay.
So think about it this way, right? Think about it this way. So you are my friend. Deji is also my friend. You've got something that I need. Deji has got something that I need. If I didn't know, if I was not friends to Deji and you are friends to Deji, then I would have come to you, and then you would have collected it from Deji for me and given it back to me, right? But now I've got friendship with Deji, I've got friendship with you. I can come to you and then collect what I need, and then go directly to Deji, get what I need, or still use you to get from Deji and get back to me. So it doesn't matter which way I go.
Okay, that's fine.
Does that make any sense?
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
It doesn't matter sequence.
It doesn't matter which sequence. Yeah, as long as there's a connection, you can jump tables. Yes.
Thank you.
Perfect. Okay. All right, guys. So let us dive into a few things. There's something I wanted to show us last time. Now, I'm not going to say to you that this is always happening, but in your tables, in your database, if you right click, actually one sec. So they've taken it off. There used to be something called database diagrams, which should be there. Oh, come on. They've taken it off. New database. So depending on I know the recent ones, they've taken them off, which is not nice. But sometimes, if you're lucky, you can see database diagrams in yours. And if you see it, you want to right click and say build, what that's going to do is going to show you the connection of all the tables together. Now you can use that to, create your joins and stuff. I can't even. Okay, so there's one here, right? 6 diagrams. No, it's not this one. It's not this one. No. Anyway, we're gonna skip that now because it's supposed to be part of the database. Then you see database diagram. If you open it, you see database diagram. And from there you can just tell it to run the database diagram and it will open it for you. You see connections. In any way, I can't guarantee that any company you go to, you are going to see that. Now, the trick here is this. Watch, guys. And please take note of this. They've told me to do some work. I need to join some tables. Say, for example, I am on production products. Or let's even go to sales order header. Before I go on, I don't know how to, I'm not confident at writing the syntax for join. Can I see your hand? Can you talk to me now, please? Again, this is the most important lesson that I'm going to teach you. So before we even go on, please talk to me now. I do not understand the concept.
Okay, yeah, it's not like I want to drag us back anyway. I was trying to sort myself to enter this class because I entered here pretty late. So when I arrived, you're already taking out the queries you wrote. So I can say literally I missed everything out. Like I didn't follow from the beginning.
Have you watched the video?
No, I haven't. I just got back from work today.
Or are you talking about today's class?
I'm talking about today's class anyway.
I've not done much today at all. All you see that I wrote was just examples of what we did the last time. It's just abstract.
Okay.
Yeah. So you've not missed anything at all today. I'm just saying we did join the last time. And if you struggle, if you do not understand any part of the concept of join, I need you to speak now before we move on.
Okay.
I don't understand understand the concept, but when I was trying to work it out, it was just red all over. So I did not continue practicing.
Red doesn't mean anything.
But it didn't run. But I didn't run.
Do you have it on? Do you have it now?
No, because I didn't know how to save it then. I didn't.
Okay,
so I just practice and I delete it. Like I don't keep them.
No, you don't delete anything like that. Please, you need to save it. Because you might just be one item that is messing things up. So look, once you finish your query, go to File, Save As, and then save it, just like you save your Excel document or your Word document. Or you click on this and you save it. Still going to bring the option. And then save it wherever you want to save it. And once you've saved it, when you come next time to run it, just bring it, drag it, and drop it on any of this pane here. It would open up for you. Okay. So, right. That's gonna set us back for 1 second now. But anyway, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do a join, and then we are going to I'll do 2 joins. First of all, let's go to this easier data warehouse, which is this, and then we'll come back to the adventure works with one more join, and after that I'll tell you the fast way of getting connections. Now, look, I want to find orders with the countries and the cities. So basically, this is the task. Find. Oh, come on. So, find all orders and their cities, countries, and continent. Yeah. So I know that I need to go to the orders I need to go to cities. I need to go to countries and continents, right? So that's telling me there's going to be there's 4 stuff here, and there's going to be at least 3 joins. Why did I say at least 3 joins? If order is not linked to city or country or continent, then I may have to go through other joins in order to get to where I'm going to. But so far, there are number 1 table, 2, 3, 4. To join them, I'm going to need at least 3 join. Then if one of them does not connect, then that's going to be another additional join until I get to what I'm looking for. So I know that I need this table. So let's go. The main issue here now, again, when you start interpreting your data, when you start talking about data, you need to know which one is the subject. What is the main purpose? What are you looking for? Can someone tell me here? What is the basis for finding anything here? Is it the continent or the country or the city or the others? Anyone? Sorry?
Orders.
It is the others. Thank you. It is the others that is the most important thing here. So let's go and start from others. I'm going to look at the column here. Look, I've got order ID. I've got the customer. I've got these. So all of these keys, I know that I can use them to join, which is fantastic, right? Now keep looking. Order date, required, ship via, freight, ship name, ship address, ship city, blah, 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 return flag, cost ID, city ID. So straight away, I know that this table is going to join to the city. One job sorted. Yep. Okay. Let's then go to city. I go to city, look at the columns. See, city ID is also having a foreign key of a country ID. Fantastic. That means this is joined to country. Let's go to country. I go here. Country ID is linked to continent ID, which is fantastic. And continent ID gives me the continent name. So that is typical. You know, I can already spot the primary key, the foreign key. Okay, I already know what my joins are going to look like. Okay, which I should proceed and write. Now, just in case, for example, when I've looked at order is not linked to any of those 3 above. That's fine. I can then start looking at other items. Oh, is linked to employee, or is linked to customer ID. Okay, maybe if I join to customer ID, then I may be able to see city and then whatever and link it back, you know. But anyway, we're not going to go all that length. So here I'm going to start with select. Again, use the star first from IT trading.dbo.orders. Okay. Also, can I also ask you, whenever you're running your query, keep testing them. So if you run this, check the number of records. Okay. As you join, you begin to see what's happening to your joins. Okay. You'll begin to see what's happening. If it's a one-to-many relationship and you've joined it, it's going to expand. If it's a one-to-one relationship, you pretty much get the same thing. Okay. So in your own spare time, please, you need to go and read one-to-many, many-to-one, one-to-one relationships. It's just saying, see, if I have this other ID in this place and I join it to another table and that other ID, there's 4 of them there, it's going to bring 4 records out for me, one-to-many. If it's one-to-one, there's 1 here and there's 1 there, and I connect them, it's going to bring just 1. Okay? All right. So this is it now. Look at the records. I've got 992 records here. 1,000.
Sorry, I just want to ask a quick question. You know when we were doing this, we said, we were talking earlier, we said so that because some record might be so many, So calling out all the records. So if you are, you should always call out just for record purpose.
If you're what, sorry?
If you are doing a join, you should always call out all the records.
Just what do you mean call out?
Yeah, like for example, now you're writing a query, you're writing select all, right? But earlier on you said that's when we started. You said that you don't want to be doing that every time because the records might be so many.
Yes, okay. I was when I said this now, in my mind I was going to say, look, is this bad? Is this bad practice? If it's not a big table, you can do this. And to be fair, if once you know your table, okay, first of all, if I'm going to go to a table, right, and I've not seen this table before, and it's a big company like Tesco, and I want to know the kind of records they do, I'm just going to select the count of star. Yeah. If I run this, it's going to tell me, look, we have 992,000 records here, which is fine. Okay. 992,000 records. My SQL server can work with that. Easy. No problem. In a few seconds. In fact, my computer is slow because it should have returned it. Now, if it was 4 billion, 3 billion, 2 billion, you don't want to do that. It will take time. It will even crash your computer at some point because your computer will time out at some point. Especially, and that happens most of the time when you do a bad join and the thing is bringing in data like an ocean. It will just hang your computer, and then you get the DBA will start shouting your name. Anyway, so so I already know this table right now. Yeah, I know it's 992 for the purpose of teaching, just for you to see what your joins can do to your records. I'm not going to use top 10 or top 20 or top 1000. So I'm assuming right now that you already know what data you have. So for learning purposes right now, what we are doing basically is not just writing a query, but also seeing the effect of your join. So permit me, I'm not going to be using top 5 or top 10. Ideally, once you've known your table, because look, when I ran this thing, it took fraction of a second. But if I do top 10 star, and I run it, see, instantly, this is 0. And this is what this is going to do for you. And it shows you all the columns. And that's all you need, to be fair. Okay? But if I did it this way, it's not going to help you to see the effect of joins. Okay? So I'm going to take that off. I hope you understand what I'm trying to do here. I'm trying to kill a bird with two birds with a stone. So okay. Okay. So now I've done this. I'm going to do an inner join and a left join so you can see both. So let's do. Oh no, are you kidding me? Oh jeez. Oh, come on. Oh, oh, this guy's an idiot. Okay, so let's do an inner join. Inner join. Almighty trading dot dbo dot city, because city is the one that is close. And then I'm gonna say on. We already saw it was city ID. Yeah. On city ct.city ID equal to od dot city ID. Yeah. Okay. Because it's an inner join, see what happens here. I'm gonna run that. Okay, let's wait for it. Okay, so an inner join has brought in that And the reason is because it's a one-to-one relationship, which is good. Okay. Now, what if I did a left join? A left join is pretty much going to be the same thing. Wait for it. It is the same thing. Okay, one-to-one relationship, which is fantastic. Okay, so I'm gonna keep it an inner join because I'm just saying every order that's got a city. Now, okay, now would I use an in again? Question: do I want to use an inner join for this? No. Why? Because all I've said is this: if this order has got a city ID, then bring it in. What if it doesn't have a city ID? What if a city has been missed out in the data when recording? That means you're going to exclude all of them if you use an inner join. So I'd rather use a left join for this and say, look, bring all the others in plus the cities, and the ones that do not have a city, you can record it as null. That's fine. We'll track them later. Anyway, let's keep going. So now we already said city joins to country. You use an inner join, left join again, boom IT trading dot DBO dot country. You can see now, if for example continent links directly to city, do I have to go through country? No, I can do continent first, then do country next. Doesn't matter. Okay, so country, I'm going to call that COU. Then on, what's common between city and country? So city, where's city? Is country ID equal to country ID? Fantastic. So I can say ct.country ID equal to .country ID. Okay, again, if I run this, pretty much going to bring us the same thing, because if it's got a country ID, city ID, it's got to have a country ID if the database has been done properly. Okay, yes. Again, if I change it to an inner join, we'll probably have the same thing because it's a one-to-one relationship.
Ayo,
Yes.
can I just ask you, can you just, where it says inner join? So Boomi trading is the main table. And then the other part is that from the other table
How do you mean?
that you're joining it to.
How do you mean? If I'm not sure. Can you please ask that question again? I just need to understand exactly what you're saying.
I'm just wondering where you say inner join, it says or left join. Can you just show me that table where the tables are? So where's this left join, that Boomi trading.db
So
.city.city?
this is Boom IT Trading is the name of the company, is the
Yeah.
name of the database,
Yeah.
and these are the tables. So I started with order table because it's the most important table in this query. Yeah.
Right.
Then once I said select everything from here, from this table, then I looked at this table and I say, hang on. So my aim is to join it to either of these, to join it to three of these tables. So in here, I say, okay, what's the foreign key here? If I can find the foreign key here, that means I can join the table that's got the foreign key. So let's go through it. Customer ID means I can join this to a customer table with that ID. It means I can join it to employee table with that ID, or any table that's got employee ID, I can join it to it. Okay. But look, for our query, we find city here. Yeah. So that tells me from my query here, which I'm looking for city, country, and continent, my next port of call should be city. I could have gone to country, but look, I don't have anything country here on order. Yeah? No country, no continent, nothing. The only one that is close to those three items is city. So that means then I can go to city. So this is where I started from. I've selected everything from the first table. Then I say, look, join this table to the next table. And the name of the table is city.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah, I understand now.
Now, when you connect to city, there has to be a relationship between the two of them. What is the city? What is the relationship? Well, look at city and look at order and tell me what is common between the two of them. Now you go. Try to look for, oh God, can you see? So these are the columns on city, yeah?
Yeah.
Now tell me which one of them you can find in order. It's just this one.
Yes.
City ID. City ID.
Yeah.
So that means I go, okay. Now I want you to join those two tables on city.cityid is the same thing as order.cityid.
Right. Okay. Yes.
Do you get it?
Yes.
Fantastic. Now let's look at, now I've got city now, I've joined city now, which is great. I still need to join country and continent, yeah? So now let's look at country and continent. So this is country, this is continent and country. Now look at city, because now I want to go from this to the next table. How many columns are in city? 3. City ID, country ID, name ID. Let's go and see if there is any similarities in continent. Nope, this is just continent ID. It's not common to anything here. Let's go to country then. Ooh, country ID is common to country ID. You get it?
Yes.
So now I can say, look, join the next table, because I can find the similarity to the next table, which is called country. Okay, I will join it to country, but on what should I join it? What is the basis for your join? I'll say, oh, on city and country ID column is the same as the country and the country ID column.
Okay. Okay.
Got it?
Yes, I get it.
Fantastic. Now you are going to write the last one for me. I've done city. Now I've got continent and country. Those are the two. What should I write for the next one to join continent?
But how do I know what kind of join I want to do?
Any join, just give me any join. It doesn't matter right now. The question is not about joins. The question is to write the main query.
Okay, inner join.
Inner join, thank you. Inner join.
And then
name of the table dot dbo dot continent. We're looking for continent, yeah? Okay, and let's call this COT. Okay.
on.
Yeah. On, thank you. On.
City.
Are we going to city? Is there a connection between city and continent?
Okay, country.
Thank you. Country. And what did we use as the alias for country here?
COU.
COU, yep.
Dot country.
Country ID. Is it country ID?
Yes, country ID. It's country ID.
But okay. Let's do, okay, I'll follow what you say. Country ID equals to continent, the new one.
CON, yeah, continent. CONTID.
Okay, now let's stop here. Now, this, what you've done is what Yoruba will call Otigbo Moba Foshu. You know what it means? It means you've given the child of Amadioha to what's the name of the other one there? You've given the child of Obiora to Nkechi, which is not right. So look, now please understand something. We're trying to join these two tables, country and continent. Yeah? I'm going to ask you to look at both of them again. This is continent, and these are the columns. This is country, these are the columns.
So it has to be country.
How do you mean?
So it has to be on.
On, yes.
COU country ID equals to CON country ID.
Okay, now look at CON, which is the continent. Do we have country ID here?
Yeah, it's there.
No.
So
No.
this is leave
No.
her alone. No. She's gonna get it. This is continent, yeah? These are the columns on continent. Yeah? So you're saying I should change this one, continent dot country ID. But is there a country ID in continent? Please don't be silent now, and don't think I'm picking on you, because you're just about to learn something now. Okay?
Okay.
So talk to me. We're trying to join these two tables together. And we say whenever we join two tables together, there's got to be something matching between them.
Yeah.
So please look at this table and look at its columns. And look at this table, look at its columns. And tell me what you see.
It's continent ID that is matching.
Okay, thank you very much. You found it. So how do I write this bit here? Because you've said join country to continent on what?
On continent ID.
Continent ID.
Yes.
Okay, which is continent. Okay, this is on. I'll take this off. On dot continent ID equal to what?
Country ID.
Oi, Manel.
I don't know what the alias is, but it'll be continent ID again.
Thank you very much. And it's the next one. Okay, because this is continent. Continent is con, and con ID equal to what table were we joining continent to before? Country, yeah?
Yes.
So we're going to use the country's alias. Country.
Okay.
Dot. Of all the three, which one is common?
The first
Continent
one.
ID. Does it make any sense?
Yeah, but the alias doesn't make any sense.
Okay. Cool. Thank you for saying that. Now, let's take away all aliases. So,
I don't think she means it in that way.
leave her alone. I will leave her alone. Okay. See, if I take away alias, yeah? So that means I have to come here, start writing the names of the columns in full, and I'll show you here. I'll be very happy if you can learn this thing today, because this is the most important lesson here. And I wish I could say it in a different way for you to understand. And Mary, please, if there's something I'm not saying and you can help me out, please do. Now, look, so basically I want to join order to city, yeah? And we know that these two columns are the same. Yeah? Do you understand? If you please don't mute now. You understand?
Yes. Yeah.
So now I have to specify that this one is from order, this one is from city, or this one is from city, this one is from order, yeah?
Yes.
So I have to go and write the entire name of the table and say, look, this table dot city ID equal to that table dot city ID.
Okay.
You get it?
Yes.
So basically, I'm joining order and city together. Now, this city ID belongs to order table, and this city ID belongs to the second city table. So why do I want to go and type all this long stuff in the first place when I can just come here and say, look, because I know I'm going to have to type this, I'm just going to use an alias and call this as order. So anywhere I need to write this now, I'm just going to change it to OD. That's it. Do you get it? And this one, make it city as city. So instead of writing all of this bit here, it's going to write city.
Okay.
Does it make any sense?
Yes, it does.
Again, so I want to join country to city, yeah? So one of these belongs to country, one of these belongs to city. I've got city here. I have aliased it as city. If not, I'll have to write all of this. So I'm just going to say on city dot this. And if I don't do that, that means I have to come here because I've not aliased that one. I'm going to have to write it all full here. But again, that's long because I'm still going to need country here again. And I have to put it here again. That's long. But hang on. If I can just say, hang on, look, just change country to COU. Okay. So instead of typing all of this long stuff, I'm just going to put COU here. Do you understand? The same thing here as COU. So I might as well call this one, which is then put here as the alias CON dot. Do you get it?
Yes.
Is this good, yeah?
Yeah, I get it.
Okay, fantastic. Now, I'm gonna run this. You get the same results. This is the first thing on Joint. Ify, do you have Boom IT trading database?
I do. Yes, I did download it.
Fantastic. Okay. Now, everybody, is there anyone on here who does not have Boom IT trading? Mary, thank you. You're raising up your hand. Go on. Please unmute and talk.
Yes, so I just wanted to add that not all the times you have the column names being the same, like you have country ID,
Yes.
Country,
Yes.
and then you have a country ID in the city. No, you know, most of the times the data set will be the same, but the heading of the name of the column will be different. So you need to have an understanding of
your data
tables on your data to be able to join them. So you won't have a country ID, the same city ID, the same most of the times. Just wanted to add that.
Thank you very much, Mary. So I did mention it to them last 2 weeks as well. So now, because this is a training material, right? And for you to understand, I've done this. In the real world, you're lucky if you have most of good companies, though, they know what they do. You should find it this way. But sometimes when they create the country table, you see this country ID, they may give it a different name. It is the same data there, but instead of cont ID, they may just put con TTTT. It may be called another name. But as long as it is the same data that is here, that is in the second one, don't worry, join it in. Yeah? So please and this comes with you knowing the data. Once you join any company, they're going to tell you that column is the same as that one. And that's it. So yeah, thanks for that, Mary. Does anyone, if you were going to say something else?
Oh, I was just asking, but you've already clarified it. My question was like, so in the real world, wouldn't they say foreign key and primary key next to the data?
Yeah. So look, in country here, this is what joins to continents, yeah?
Yeah.
I can call this here cont ID, or okay, let's say it this way. In this place here, it's called Ify, and in this place, it's called Ifeoma.
Okay.
You get it?
Yes, I get it.
It's the same. So when you're typing, in this place here, it's called Ify, but in this place, it's called Ifeoma. But it is the same data, it's the same person they're talking about.
Okay.
Got it?
Yeah.
So irrespective of what the names are, as long as they are the same, you join them on. You'll be lucky if you find this and this as the same name. Sometimes they're not the same name. And that's what you need. Once you understand an understanding of the data, and they will teach you that. Anyway, once you join any company, they'll tell you this table and this table, they are the same. And you know, you take it from there. Okay, now, everyone, you've now seen what a join. I'm not going to go much more than join today, honestly. I don't think I want everyone to be on the same page. Very quickly, before I give you a task in class, remember last week, remember I said, if you want to see, you know how I went into country and I was looking at the columns, and then I went into city and I'm looking at the columns, and I went into continent as well, and I was looking at the columns, yeah? What if I told you there's a better way to do it? Yeah? What if I told you, hang on, there's something else that you could do to help you and to get it? So look at this. City. I'm gonna right click city and then go to view dependencies. View dependencies. I'm gonna say it again. Right click, view dependencies. And you see, it says objects that depend on city. Others depend on city. So I know straight away that other table will join to the city. And it's saying there are some views also connected. Anyway,
sorry, are you showing something now on your system?
Can you not see it?
Oh.
Are you kidding me?
No, it's not showing. I think that part of the system is not displaying.
Oh my God, 1 sec. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Screen. What's you? I got you, like I got you. Right, okay. So I did say, can you see what I'm highlighting now?
Yes.
Okay. So you know how I said I was looking for what's common between city and other ones, and I'm having to open this and then manually going through it like this and say, oh, country IDs in country IDs in city, fantastic. Oh, so I'm trying to tell you that there's a better way of doing this, because all I need to do now is go to city, right click on city, and go on view dependencies. I'll say it again, right click on city, view dependencies. Can you see what's loading up? Guys, talk to me. Can you see what has come up now?
We can see it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So this is objects that depend on the city table. And it says, look, city table, orders table. Fantastic. So I know straight away I can join city to order. Oh, look, objects on which city depends. Look, city also depends on country. So I can see straight away that I can join city to country. And that saves me opening up this and then going individually. Let's go back to our source table, which is the order. Right click on this and view dependencies. Okay, objects that depend on others. Look, there's a stored procedure, there's a view, and a stored procedure that depend on others. Okay, that means that there's a job running that depends on this. Okay, objects on which this one depends. This is going to be much. So you see, order table is connected to the city, is connected to customers, is connected to DC, is connected to employees, is connected to returned orders, is connected to shippers. So that means if I open up any of these ones here straight away, I should be able to connect. I should be able to find a foreign key linked to it, and I can join orders to this, orders to that, orders to that, orders to any one of these things listed. Does it make any sense?
Yes.
Yes, it does.
Fantastic. Fantastic. So now, what I want you to do as a class, and if you are able to do this, guys, I'm going to sign you off that you know how to do thingy. what's it called? Join. Okay, so I want you to find. Give me 1 sec. Okay. Okay. Give me 1 sec, please. Okay. So I want you guys to find others, all others, between January 1, 2015 to December 31st, 2015, showing the employee names and the customer names. So basically, I want to find all orders, the order names, the employee that served them, and the customer name. I do not know what to do or where to start. Can I see your hands up quickly? I don't know where to start. Fantastic, no one is talking. Okay.
I was about to put my hand up.
Ify, why?
Because I'm just looking at it.
Ify, where do you start from? How do you start?
Well, you would select maybe the first 10, select top 10 or...
From what table?
From
the other table, yeah?
Yes.
And then you start joining them to the employees and the customer, whatever. Yeah?
Yes, okay.
Okay, all right, go for it.
Okay, let me try.
Everyone go for it. And once I'm done, I'm going to, I don't know, Mary, I don't know if you want to do the exercise as well. Once you're done, you want to help me explain your answer to the class, just in case there's another different way and someone else can learn it. Please, I'll happily take that as well, please. Turn off the TV. Close your window properly. If you finished, please, you can signify by letting us know you're finished. What did you tell? Wait. What did you tell Izzy?
Okay, Mommy. You know, Tommy, they forgot to bring his nappies. So eat the big in the bushes. It's a reborn movie. I want to reborn for my birthday. A girl one, please. No, no. And it's about 3 hours, right? About 3 hours, right? Oh, what do I have? Okay. You do what? Like it's Spanish. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. Are you wondering how I know how to sing Spanish? I can't speak Spanish. Well, I can speak a little bit of Spanish, but I can't speak Spanish, but I can sing Spanish. I can speak French. So let the music do it. Talking, yeah. How? Literally, why do you have to read that song?
Okay, how are we doing so far, guys? If you am interested to see yours,
No, sing that song. Look at me. Sing the song. Look at me. You sing it. I don't really care if I don't ever get anything like to go in the costume birthdays anyway. So I'm not out me back to cheer. Alika, well, I don't know if I will. But we're looking at the van party.
Ayo. Yeah, quick one. So I noticed that we have a wear clause here.
yeah.
So this wear clause of between time, like the time, like because this period,
Yes.
it's like a problem for me.
Why? We've done this before.
Yeah, I know. I can't remember it.
Okay. All right. Do what you can.
Okay.
Do what you can so far. Just do what you can.
And so far, I can write the join for this. Right.
Okay. That's good. That's good. That's something.
But I know if I try to remember, maybe I can.
Yeah. Try to. You already know it's a weird clause, so.
No, you don't have to make it a party. But you have to make a party, but we don't have to have a party. We can just go. We don't have to. We don't. Oh, come on! My next birthday comes later in a vehicle. Also, me. I've got one more thing. Yes, I'll tell you. Because Ella comes and you and Zara. And Ella and Zara never be a true friend. Who? From the start? Harriet? Yeah. Only like a plug in the window. How did you not think that out? I asked the question. Well, if I go to Harriet's birthday party, will there be a guy there to pick me out and just said no anyone could come? Like no anyone could come. But there's Harriet's sister. What did you know that? No, because she got her friends Jess and Mia. No, but Jess, Mia and Harriet, they had a secret friendship like me and Liz. So yeah, they're not friends anymore. Jess is my friend now. So Harriet got Mia and Jess said that yeah they'll be my friend. Hello. Did you read the note I just sent to you?
No, not yet.
Well, you should read it now.
Okay, I'm going to pray.
They later advance so haven't followed. Maybe it's not. Oh, maybe I made them this one.
When I sit down to play, I don't find anything like I don't go to the toilet. You have even realizing what
I'm asking
that story. I already knew that no, you don't need to. And then when the other was saying, maybe the first one came in my house. I've told you stuff. I've told you stuff. You don't know what people are doing.
Yeah.
So, like, I've written the where clause that I wrote because, according to from the data we have, right? So we have the other dates, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we have other dates actually. So we have date and time, right? We have one that is just dates. Now, the one that the date is written in, I don't know if this is American or whatever. The date comes like 208, the year, the month, and the date. Right? So I don't know if what I've written is right. I wrote so I'm using that date.
So where other date? Yeah, you can use other date.
Yeah, so I use that date order is date _order. So I use the
No,
date.
use other date. Use other date.
Other date.
Yes.
The one that is date and time.
Yes. But you can just convert, you can format it if you want, or you can just leave it the way it is. You don't need to if you use the where clause, it will still give you the stuff you need anyway. Whether it comes in as data time, whether it comes in as data time is a different issue. For another time. But at least get the details right first. You get what I mean?
Yeah, but I don't know if I'm writing the right thing. That's the thing.
No, if you're getting the right other date that they've told you to get, then they'll come back and say, "Oh, you've got everything we want you to do, but we don't want it in other date and time." It's better than them coming to you to say, we told you to give us something and you gave us the wrong date. So if you get what I mean.
Yeah, I've written it here, but I don't think I got the right format here. So
don't worry about format again. Don't worry about format.
So it's not anything basically, right? It's not returning anything because I've not written it. Like there's something.
It's not returning anything.
Yes, it's just returning the heading of the the field, the name, the title of the columns. Nothing is coming.
Hey.
Yeah, so it means like there's something like I'm not writing properly in the.
You've carried Obiора's child for chicken.
Yeah, most likely. So
okay. Start here, don't worry. Don't worry. Let's just wait for that to finish. Ify, I'm waiting for you specifically.
Please don't wait for me. I've already given up.
No, you can't.
No,
wait? Are you actually on your?
I can't even share. Wow, I'm embarrassed to share this. I can't even share.
Is it because you're not doing it, or
You can't give up.
is it
It's not
because you're not?
it's because I'm even confused with which table to start with. So I don't even.
What do you mean you're confused with table? If I'm waiting for you, you know.
No. Honestly, don't wait for me, please. I can't. I won't share.
I'm telling you the truth right now. I'm waiting for you.
I won't share.
If you look, this is a course that can make a huge difference to life. So please, I'll wait for you to share.
Okay, let me have 2 minutes. Let me try again.
I know you've not tried it before. That's why you've not done.
I have, but I'm just looking at all the tables in the pane, and I don't even know which one to go for. But okay, let me try. Again.
Okay, try.
Matthew. It's funny.
Nope. You can get rid of it. You're welcome. I tried to see everyone today. You know, just how hot it is. Not really the morning. Well, I'm giving something to start. Not really. You have. Me. Okay. Okay, woman. Last time you using the plane, what's the plane?
I don't see everything.
I'm just saying something so you're watching it. My nose is big.
I feel it's milk.
Okay, I'm gonna give us 4 minutes to round up. 4 should be enough.
Oh, the nice biscuits. I hate the nice biscuits. I like the so what I want is I don't really like the cream inside the cookie creams. It's like way I love it. I don't really like it because it sticks in my teeth too much. And then when it just dries, when it sticks in my teeth. So then I don't know. Well, then so what then
You mean this one?
no, that's not.
What's fine?
So there you go. What else you can take people apart. The cream and the biscuit. The cream and the biscuit. Something. A bit of biscuit and some cream. You know what's
When I finish now.
In a bit.
What's in a bit?
In a few minutes.
Do you like the taste though? Yeah, I like the taste. You know, shape up. I wanted to mix it all, but Mommy, I don't think this is cooked. Very gooey, and I'm in the right pitch.
Moment.
Custard creams. I want Robins though. Yeah, I have Robins and rice. I'm having Robins and color.
Okay, 2 minutes. Ify, you can start sharing now. If you go on and share, please.
Just 1 minute, 1 minute more, please.
Okay, we'll give you 1 minute.
Now. Money. Huh? What did you want me to know? What about the screens? Not you know. Are we having half to eat? No. I wanted because we're having a mix.
Okay, if you please share now, please.
Okay, 1 second. Let me just.
That's Dad's number. Wait, what? The rest designs accept. Mom, take it away from this.
I'm just connecting to it.
Hmm?
So am I going to be sitting next to one then? I'm sitting in the middle. No.
Recording in progress.
Well, just click on the share button. I'm sounding like Pastor Jerry Eze now. Just click on the share button. Share, share, share. How many people listen to the broadcast?
I know what you mean.
Share, 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 share.
Listen to me. Listen to each part. Wait.
3 years ago, 3 years ago, when that thing started, I used to fight my wife over it. I'll be trying to sleep, and then I'm hearing stuff like Ashore Matunda. I used to fight. I was like, what the hell is Ashore Matunda? So it was later I found out it was as your amen shall thunder. I was like, okay, you know what? That's the last thing I want to hear early in the morning. What is the problem that you have that is so big that you have to be doing share early in the morning? Anyway. If you were waiting for, I have another meeting at 10 o'clock, you know.
I've shared it. That I only got up to here.
Can anyone see Ife's screen?
Can nobody see it? I'm already sharing.
Yes, you can see it.
I can't. Okay, 1 second. I don't know what I'm looking at here. Okay, so you've done. Wait. Is that mine? Inner join. Yeah. Ify, this is fantastic. Okay. What else do we need to, what else is, what do we need to add to it? Look at the question. You'll find the answer in the question.
So we need to add the customer name.
Yeah. So we need to add customers to it. Yeah. So that means there has to be another join. You've done the right thing, and I'm actually pleased that you've done this. Inner join, .dbo.customers. Customers is the name of the table. Okay, so customer, yeah, on, yes. So you're doing exactly everything that I would do as well. I would go and check what is common. So that's good. Okay. Customer. Yeah, looks like customer ID. Yeah. Go on customer ID. Yeah, keep going. CUSTOR. Yeah, it's down there. You've got, look at it there. Look at it there. Yeah. So now you need to work out which of the two tables you have already is the one you want to join it to. Equal to what? So remember, you've got order table and you've got employee table. Now you need to go and check which one of them is got something common for you to use, and then you're done.
I think it's this one.
So, okay, look, you're saying customer ID to employee ID. Are they the same columns?
No.
Thank you.
Let me just double check.
So go to OD and see what you can find there. So you're joining it to, you can either join, so now you've just listed the customer table, right? There are two options you can go. You can either join it to employee or you can join it to customers. So you check both of them, check customers, check employee, or check the other detail and see which one has got anything common. And that's your answer. Come on, if you know pressure, come on.
Oh, just tell me what to write, please.
No, I'm not telling you. You need to figure it out.
No.
So basically what you have now is you have the customer table and you want to join something. So you already have the order table already. You already have the employee table. So you can either join those items to either of the two. Yeah? Okay. And it can either be customer and it can either be customer or employee. So you've written the first on. Go to order table now, order, and see if anything is on order table that is common to the customer table. Order table is down. Keep going down. Keep going down. Yeah, that's order. Now look, is there something common?
Customer ID.
Fantastic. That's it. You've got your answer, and that's it. And that's everything you needed to add to it. And now, because of the where clause that I said, you can just say where. That's to add that to it. Where order date between, then you can put it in the inverted comma. 01 Jan order date. OD dot order date. OD dot order dates. OD. No. Go back. Where? Go back. OD dot order date. Yeah. Space between. Space inverted comma. Just one of them.
What's inverted comma?
That the apostrophe, whatever it is.
Oh.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Now put 01 Jan 2015. 01 Jan 2015. Jan space 2015. Close the apostrophe. And again 31st Jan 2015. That should give you your answer. You need to put it in the apostrophe signs to both on both end. Deji, is this Ayo, is this what you wrote as well?
You know what? When you mentioned the apostrophe, I don't through here. I didn't put it there. So
you know where you know where you made your mistake now. Okay, now run this and you should get your answer. And this, in essence, is everything you need about a join. And it doesn't matter if you're writing 1 million more joins to any table. This is it. That's all you need to do. Well, okay, go on.
There's something that is wrong with my. I don't know why. Now, I'm not trying to select some of the things from the table that I want to have in my new table, right?
Yeah.
Selecting, say, order ID and customer ID and employee ID and things like that. So I've selected everything, right? But the only one that is saying an error is the order ID. I don't know why it's doing that.
Because of the order IDs in all the tables. Wait, I don't understand. Say that again. You've selected the columns, right?
No, I've written this query, right?
Yes.
So I want a new.
So instead of putting a star, you put the name of your columns.
I want the names of my columns here.
Yeah. So don't forget that because there's order ID in 2 tables.
I wrote it that way. I wrote everything is correct except the order ID. I don't know why.
Yeah. That's because order ID is contained in more than 1 table, and you doing that is going to mean that it's duplicating and it doesn't know where you want to take it from. So you need to specify the table alias first.
That's what I specify the table, which is the alias I use, then dots, and dot order ID, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
should I stop sharing so you can share maybe?
Yeah, you can share what you're saying.
And so then, okay, yeah. For some funny reasons now, it seems to be taking it because I wrote it earlier on. I wrote it earlier on there. So I wrote
Yeah, can you hear me?
I can.
Okay. So I wrote it earlier on. I removed it because it wasn't working earlier on. So I put customer ID. But for some funny reason now, it seems to be taking it, but it wasn't working earlier on.
At first, the reason why it didn't work earlier on is because you didn't put the column name. You didn't put the table, the source table name behind it, first of all. That's why it's kicking off. That it's trying to tell you that there's many tables answering that name. So it's not sure which one you want him to use. Okay, so So far, can I ask one more time? I still don't understand the concept of a join. Can I see your hands up? I want you to tell me now. I still don't get what join is. I'll still struggle with a join. I normally don't take much time like this on join, but I understand. Okay. Anybody else who doesn't understand join? Mary, before we go, is there something you want to add to this? Maybe there's something that could help someone pick join up quickly.
I think it's working now.
Fantastic. I know it will work.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
No.
Mary,
I can't think of anything now.
Okay, all right.
The only issue we could face is the problem with dates. So, and that's something along the line.
Say that again, sorry.
I said the only problem they could face is the problem with dates, converting dates.
They've not gone to do their homework because I've taught them dates. So all they need to go and do is go back to their lesson notes.
Yeah, that's it. Nothing else.
Right. Thank you very much. Okay, guys. I hope you've learned something today. We will take on this. Next week, we're going to be looking at items like CTs and subqueries, stored procedure, and then we're going to wrap things up.
Quick one. I just want to ask a quick question. What do you mean by CTs, subqueries, and things like that?
Okay. CTs are it's just a way of so a CT is called this common table expression, right? It's used to hold a set of data so that you can join other things to it. So hold a set of data in temporary storage and then do other things you want to do with the data. And it's easier shown you than talked about. There's what we call temp tables. There are temp tables. I'm going to show you temp tables as well. But they're just processes. They're just a way of making your query run better.
Okay.
Or efficient way of writing queries.
Okay. Okay. Then second question here. Like say for example, now we only have this data to play with, right? Is it possible for us to go online to get some data from like free servers?
So those questions I gave you, look, the best data you'll work with is AdventureWorks any day, anytime. AdventureWorks, I've said to you, AdventureWorks is like a proper data, is like a proper company data. You won't get it better than that. And look, I know people may give you different things, but look, AdventureWorks will give you more like a retail stuff. And most of you guys, whatever you work, you'll be working close to retail. So you've got the sales order detail, you've got stuff like that. It's one of the best stuff you see out there. And you've also got the Boom IT again, which is another company data. So I don't know what data you want again that you like to see.
No, it's not like I want one or something. Like for example, now you see how you said earlier there are some data that they might not really the field name might not be concurrent, like, but they mean the same thing, right?
Yeah.
If we have like if we like have like access to other data now, for example, we ourselves see all these things firsthand.
No, nobody will expect you to know it off the top of your head. It will be explained to you. You will need to know. Even if I'm giving you a question, I will have to tell you, because that would be unfair if I just told you to log into something that you don't know what's in the background. So I wouldn't worry too much about it. Okay, leave it with me this weekend. I'm going to try to find data online and then I'm going to send to you.
But if you can also show us how, it will be
good. How do you mean? Like show you
how to get these data, how to get this data on.
Okay. Yeah. That's fine. I'll do that. I'll search for and I'll give it to you. Mary, please, if you two have a time and if you can get anything for them, that would be great as well, please. Please. Thank you. I need to dance now. Sorry, go on.
What time is our session next week?
6:30, unless I change it. 6:30.
Okay.
I have a meeting to attend in 1 minute and I can't be late.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
All right, guys. Have a fantastic weekend and I'll see you next week.
Okay.
All right. Bye. Bye. Bye.
Mary, don't go yet.
Okay.
Okay. Ayo.
Yes.
Yeah. I was up now, bro.
I'm all right.
See,
Mary,
that
will you give us?
Yeah.
Sorry, Mark, before you say, Mary, could you give us crash course on dates now, please?
Okay.
If it's like 2 minutes or something.
On what?
On dates, like these dates, like dates. Date format.
Okay.
If you can just show us quickly. Mark, I can hear you.
Let me.
Don't worry, when Mary is done now, we ask him my question.
Okay.
No, go on, because even when he's not asking me to do, I have to look for samples.
You caught her unawares, you know, Ayodeji.
You say what?
Yeah,
I said you caught her unawares.
Yeah, I know. That they did that I taught us, like I wasn't really
I've not even had a look at that.
Hope this is not recorded again. No, they should cut the recording.